Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger, and we always start with a hug because you know what? You never know who needs a hug. So come on, let's start. How's everybody doing? Let's get started. Who's going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class of 2021? How about Tina Turner? She's already in there with Ike, but she's going in on her own for her solo career. Jay-Z is going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. First time, he just went right in. Todd Rundgren, one of the greatest songwriters, Carole King, the Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's, We Got the Beat. Gil Scott-Heron, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. The Bottle, he's going in as an innovator. Billy Preston did some work with the Beatles, but he's best known for Space Race, Will It Go Round in Circles, great song he did with Stevie Wonder's first wife, Sarita, With You I'm Born Again. He's being inducted. After about 5 tries, LL Cool J is going into the Rock Hall of Fame. Finally, should have been in there years ago. That's just part of the class because Kraftwerk, they're being put in as innovators. The great godfather of the music industry, the godfather, Clarence Avant, a man so wise, and Netflix did a great special on him. These are just some of the people going in. I remember I would tell you guys, go to rockhall.com and vote. Well, I voted kind of like every other day, and Jay-Z was at the bottom. And it was probably because people felt he wasn't ready. So most of the groups that were nominated, there was an African group, they're not on here. Jay-Z got in not because he's not deserving, but they're making sure that he goes in that first time for ratings because they know in a couple of years, here comes Destiny's Child or here comes Beyonce. Watch, Beyonce's going to be in there twice. Now, with putting in hip-hop artists, R&B artists have had to take a backseat. Dionne Warwick did not get in this time. Shaka Khan, New Edition ain't in. Luther Vandross ain't in. Patti LaBelle's not in. Sade's not in. And the list goes on. For when they started adding hip-hop artists, Biggie and Tupac and Public Enemy, not that they were not deserving, but R&B artists had to take a back seat. Mary J. Blige didn't even make it in this time for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I wish it was more balanced. This year is the most diverse that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been, but I wish they wouldn't just overlook an R&B artist. Obviously, there's people they want in there for ratings. I'm telling you, when they announce Beyonce or Destiny's Child, they're going in the first time because they're looking for ratings. But the show takes place the end of October. Ellen DeGeneres is ending her show after 19 seasons. Are we surprised? The past year and a half has been really rough for Ellen. When Oprah Winfrey stepped away from the talk scene, daytime talk scene, Ellen DeGeneres was seen as that heir apparent. But over the past 15 months, the stories came out that Ellen not so nice. She's not as kind as she seems. The workplace is toxic because of the people that she had in charge of the show. These people did her in. I think that coupled with low ratings, Ellen released the statement. The show was just not a challenge anymore. The show is ending next year. Kind of knew she was stepping down because she wouldn't work on Fridays. Twitch would be there, her DJ, or Tiffany Haddish, or Anthony Anderson. Somebody else will be filling in. But Ellen DeGeneres is stepping down. Singer and actress Janelle Monáe is going to be teaming up with Daniel Craig for Knives Out 2. Knives Out 1, if you love a murder mystery, you're going to love this. Lakeith Stanfield was in the first one, and Jamie Lee Curtis. It was just a great cast. Well, they're doing a part 2. They're filming it in Greece, and Netflix has the exclusive deal to air them. If you're looking for a good murder mystery, you got to check that one out. Knives Out 1, really, really good. But Janelle Monáe is joining the cast for Knives Out 2. Portia Williams, she is determined to be the housewife you'll never forget. Yesterday I told y'all about these plots coming up because I got to build up the ratings for the show. You ain't got any leaks. I think Portia's going to come back. Not Portia. Phaedra is going to come back. But Portia is proving, I'm going to take your man. I will probably get pregnant and I'm going to get Bravo to give me a 3-part series. She's got a 3-part series coming up on Bravo. She's going to deal with her activism, her family, the new romance, and possible pregnancy. Portia is getting slammed because the man that she has only been dating for a month, and they're engaged and they're in love, he was married to a former castmate on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia, karma's not good. You might say, I break up their marriage. Karma's not good. Singer Monica has got a new series on VH1 entitled True Crime When Fame Turns Deadly. That sounds interesting. Singer Andra Day, in a recent interview, opened up about her addiction to sex and porn. A lot of people are surprised to hear this, but sex and porn addiction is something that people deal with. Gospel great Kirk Franklin, Terry Crews said it almost ruined his marriage, and now Andra Day says she's in a healthier place. But years ago, she was addicted to sex and porn. The Upshaws, Mike Epps' new show, is streaming now on Netflix. Kim Fields, Wanda Sykes, you guys got to let me know what you think about it. But it's streaming right now on Netflix. MTV Movie TV Awards, and Leslie Jones is hosting. That is taking place on Sunday. Jennifer Lopez opening up the People magazine. She's not opposed to spending time with Ben Affleck, but she's not going to make any major plans because she know he be out here drinking and gambling. And this is a rebound thing. 1 second you're in love with A-Rod, the next minute you're in love with him. Meanwhile, A-Rod is mad. I told you guys this yesterday. He's mad for 2 reasons. He got so much coverage for just being with J-Lo. It was kind of like a come up for him. But for her, she don't really need him. She'll just go right to the next one. And then to go get a throwback from the early part of 2000s before Mark Anthony, which is what she's doing. But I don't know. I just don't see this because Ben got issues. He a bad boy. He got issues. And I think that Jennifer is going to get quickly tired of that, even though they're saying they may have a great friendship. But this romance is on, and A-Rod, he's screaming, "Go Yankees," because Ben Affleck is a Red Sox fan. So it's a lot of stuff, but Jennifer is saying she's not opposed. I guess not, because she hates being without a man. Leave a comment, hit the notification button. With the comments, I hate to keep saying it, but no racism, no homophobia, none of that. You can say that you don't like something without name calling. They weren't calling me any names. It was just people with these mean comments. And I was like, damn, what is going on? Stop. You could say something without mentioning their race and sex and all that good stuff. Give us a thumbs up if you like the reports. We are here every day. I love to say, it's not cute not knowing. I'm looking down at my notes. I scribbled so much. Are you surprised about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? But it is a good feeling knowing that LL Cool J is going in. It's not cute not knowing. Now you know. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.